Happy Easter!
Stop.
I can say it now!
Stop.
Happy Easter, 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 here we go, here we go. Hello and welcome to Converse-ations. Today we are talking about
Easter.
Can you not be weird? Easter, the holiday that has made zero sense.
Such a mess.
It's all over the place.
Easter is a situation of one holiday just kind of stealing bits and pieces of lots of other holidays and kind of meshing them all in together that isn't really a cohesive thing by the end of it. And then, also isn't always on the same date.
And then throws bunnies in. And it's like the end, and it's like, what?
When you're talking about Easter, you have to separate, are you talking about the cultural holiday or the religious holiday? Because those are two separate categories. And then if you're talking...
I'm confused because I thought Jesus turned into a bunny and brought eggs. I thought that's what happened.
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Well, I've been lied to my entire life. I'm just
sure
kidding.
have. Modern culture does not know what the hell to do with Easter. A lot of Easter traditions, kind of like Christmas traditions, don't actually have anything to do with the religious holiday, but like even more so for Easter. It bothers me a lot.
Yes.
What was your most disastrous egg hunt? Because I have two.
We had various options with egg hunts. Number one is that they were hidden around the house, which had been done several times. Number two is that they would be in our own backyard, which would be prepared, and we would go out and we would get my mom would say, each one of you gets 30 eggs, and is like, once you hit 30, that is it, you are done.
Stop collecting.
So that way she knew that each of us had an equal amount of candy.
Yeah.
And it was always candy. It was never the garbage toys that were in there. I don't do that. Mm-hmm. Number three, we would go over to a family member's house and do a full-blown, they had a bigger, like, trees, foresty area,
yeah.
So there was a lot more opportunities for that. Or number four, we would go somewhere that had an Easter egg hunt, i.e. a church event or Publix.
Once I was older, I hid the eggs around the house for my sister to find because there's a 6.5-year age gap. But there wasn't usually anything in them. We just played scavenger hunt with them, and it was just a source of entertainment.
Yeah.
We were more about, we dyed actual boiled eggs.
That was going to be my next question is, did you hide plastic eggs or did you hide the real
plastic eggs. Dye eggs because it was fun, and then we all ate egg salad sandwiches for like a week.
If we were doing hiding real Easter eggs, they were all like real eggs. They were only inside the house.
Yeah.
Like that. No, they didn't leave the house.
The biggest Easter egg hunt I did was we went to my aunt's house, and it was going to be this big, like a ton of people were coming. It wasn't just family. And they started hiding all of the eggs, and then the dog figured out that he could break them open and start eating the chocolate, and it turned into a disaster. And all the kids were cooped up in the house with like faces pressed up against the window, watching them try to track down the dog and like get him to spit things out. And then they had to like reset some of the eggs because Bruiser had just gotten into everything. Bruiser was the sweetest golden retriever you've ever met in your life. Apparently when I was 2, I used to like stick my fingers up underneath his eyelids, and he just sat there and waited for me. And the second I like let go, he'd just like slink away. But he was the most patient golden retriever in existence. So then at that Easter egg hunt, there were some that were like super fancy painted, decorated real eggs, but most of them were plastic. And I popped them open, and I had only ever seen candy inside of an egg. I didn't know people put other things in them. And I saw this cute little thing, and I went, oh, that looks like a gummy, because it did. And I popped it in my mouth, and it was an eraser. And I was horribly disappointed. We also did the only other time that
such a cartoon thing. Oh, look.
Yeah, it was disgusting. The only other time that we tried to do do a coordinated Easter egg hunt with a lot of other families. We were living in Germany. It was a lot of the homeschool families were like going to get together and do a big Easter egg hunt, and then it snowed. And nothing kills an Easter egg hunt faster than snow. I've never seen a white Christmas, but I've had a white Easter. And that it literally killed the entire Easter party.
I've watched the movie White Christmas.
Yeah, but White Easter is just not the same.
But
yeah, no, we would dye eggs, but we only ever dyed like solid colors. Maybe we put a squiggle of wax on it first, so there was a squiggle on it, but like we just dyed them solid colors and went about our business.
The problem being when you watch cartoons or any other form of media where it's like, look at the fancy thing. They never come out like that at home. It's like an easy bake oven. They think that you think, oh my God, this thing's gonna taste like Publix cookies, and it doesn't.
And we always got is it the Pass brand? That's the little tiny like
yes, with
tabs,
the little,
and you put
white
them in the
one,
vinegar, and then you like dye all of the eggs and make a complete mess. But my family always like that was really like when we had egg salad sandwiches for like a week because we dye a whole dozen. But we all liked egg salad sandwiches, and my parents just like eat straight up boiled eggs. So like
it just worked.
We ate them. We went through all of them. Whereas like I did it with my ex's family, and they wanted to do like half one color and half another, and when I started just dropping them in, they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, dyeing the eggs. What do you think I'm doing?
Also, that's so time consuming.
Yes.
Like, I don't have to like it's colored, it's done by like.
And then they didn't like eat them out. They like ate a few and then like got rid of the rest of them. I was like, what the hell was the point of doing this?
Yeah.
I was very bothered.
You can't just do it for fun. They have to have a practicality afterwards.
Yes.
Like
eat them. They're delicious.
Because if you're not going to eat them, I'll get you a bunch of plastic eggs and you can put stickers on them. Like, and then you can mix and match your half and half colors all you want. My Easter egg hunts, the three that I remember the most, were one, we went to the big family house and we did everything, and all the preteen, teenage kids like ran around and started grabbing stuff, and I was like, I can't find any! I was very angry because there was a distinct split of like older kids, younger kids. There was nothing like in between.
Yeah.
So it was super aggravating. Number two, the church up in Newport Richey is a big old church up there, and they did a massive Easter event, and they had food, all sorts of things, and it was a couple weeks before Easter, so it wasn't like on Easter because Easter church.
Yeah.
But they did different age levels of Easter egg hunts, and at certain times of the day they had different concerts happening. Like, it was a massive event.
Yeah.
And we went home with so much candy. And we spent a good chunk of time there. It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna be there for an hour. We spent like 5 hours at this church event. It wasn't even a church that we went to all the time, so I don't understand why. I guess free candy. Then the third one that I remember was in 2001, 2, I don't know. We went to a Publix. They were holding a very special event, and they did the same kind of thing where they did different age range of Easter egg hunts. They basically took the parking lot, put a bunch of hay down, and said, here are the eggs.
Go for it.
And it's like, big events like that, they don't hide eggs. They just kind of go, blah.
Yeah. You don't have time for that.
So the eggs had one of two things in them. They had candy, which was a majority of them, or they had a number. And the number correlated to the sponsorships.
Like a raffle.
Well, kind of, but you got something with that. It wasn't a raffle ticket. So they had, Publix did because Publix does a lot of community events.
Yeah.
They, as well as the other sponsorship partners, all had just a giant row of tables, and it was almost like you were at an arcade and you got to like go to the thing and pick out your thing. So you went to the table with your number on it, and it was like 1 through like 120. Well, it was not even that, because they had some of the stuff that they sold in the stores. So it was like the thing that I won was a giant alligator blow up toy for the pool. So it was like, you had like one or two, so it was like, oh, you are number 50. I think I was like 51. So it was like, you have one of these 4 different blow up things for the pool, and the alligator one was the most interesting out of all. I didn't want a circle-y float. That was stupid. Like, at least the alligator float, we could try to fit like 5 kids on it.
Yeah.
Pool safety, what's that? Here we are, Easter. What is the holiday?
Who knows?
Is Jesus
No
the Easter
one
bunny?
does.
Like, there's eggs and chocolate
really
and
uncomfortable.
plastic eggs and real eggs and, oh, you know what happens now? Here comes Peter Cottontail hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way, and Katie's pushing me. Yay!